Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit more clarity between the haves and the have-nots. And this is when NFL football gets fun. Holidays are coming. Playoff pictures are unfolding. It's a blast.
Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints coming out, and the veteran leads them. It's their quarterback, Derek Carr, 9 years with the Raiders, now year 2 with the Saints. Greg, for a man who's now 33 years old.
There's really no way around it, Mike. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a disastrous start to their season thus far. They desperately need to get a win and change some of the energy in that building, because I can assure you, I've been there before. As these losses stack up, every day becomes more and more of a drag. And then all of a sudden you get that one big win, and the spirits of the building just change overnight. They need that. Can today be that spark? Because if not, they're in for a long season.
Second down and 8. They'll go again here with Kamara. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. The veteran Josie Jewell there for the stop. Here comes 3rd and 6. Carr working out of the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. Leading them out, the number 3 overall pick of the 2021 draft. From North Dakota State, it's Trey Lance.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. And if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, it's going to be a hard group to beat.
Lance looking to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. On a blitz, overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Here's Austin McNamara now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Panthers offense ready for their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll get this to his tight end, Jatavian Sanders.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, different than the college game, these offensive linemen, they're blocking for the run. But if that ball gets pulled, the pass option of the play, they're not allowed downfield. In the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing, Lance. That's taken in right side by Leggett. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Panther first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Another try with Brooks. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of...
Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Carr. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he will score. Alvin Kamara, touchdown New Orleans. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Panthers offense and running back Jonathan Brooks coming out for their next possession. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
The first back taken in this last year's draft, Mike, and down in Carolina, all the conversation surrounds, can we get more talented skill players around Bryce Young and see if he can become that quarterback of the future that they're all banking on. And with Jonathan Brooks, his production at Texas, 10 touchdowns on the ground last year. He's good in pass protection. He's elusive. He's explosive. He's everything you want in a modern-day NFL running back.
And he gets that to Hardman. He is in. Touchdown, Panthers.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. The next drive about to get going as we check out what's coming up a little later here in Week 9. Tonight, Sunday Night Football. It'll be the Jaguars and Eagles coming up at 8:20 Eastern Time in Philadelphia. And then tomorrow night, Election Night Eve, Monday Night Football has the Bucs and Chiefs. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55 at 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 in KC. Second down, Carr. Brought in by Chris Olave. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Carr now to throw on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Michael Thomas with the reception. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. It's a give now to Kamara. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And he'll be taken down. They got him. Back at the 50-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They've had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for New Orleans. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Panthers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Now Lance. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. To throw, here's Lance. That one is complete to Hardman. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. To throw is Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Lance. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Lance. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Back to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds. They're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown, Carolina. Pinheiro on for the extra point. The kick is good. Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is caught. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And a nice defensive play. Their good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yardage. He'll look to throw. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Brooks. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Lance looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. They'll look to throw. That is caught. He finds his big target again.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch. Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Catch made right side by Thomas. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. They'll motion over Thielen. Quick throw here is complete. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. On the handoff, this is Brooks. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal. He's going to try to do this himself. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is 4th and goal. Piñeiro's kick is good. And the Panthers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Carr. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit,
on 1st and 10, Carr. And this ball intercepted by J.C. Horn. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Extra point by Piñeiro is good. And the Panthers up their lead. It's now 24-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Carr working out of the gun. He'll check this down to the running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The shotgun. It's Carr. That is knocked away downfield. Incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Now Carr. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Shaq Thompson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Now Piñeiro to add on the extra point. It's up and good. The Panthers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense ready to take over possession of the football. Carr now to throw on 1st down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
he will go all the way. Alvin Kamara, touchdown Saints. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. And the defense has it.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. Here's second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. On third down, they'll set up to the pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. On fourth down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker on to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Saints offense ready to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start first and 10. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up second down. Carr. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. On first down, Carr. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. First down throw for Carr. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. To throw, it's Carr. That's to the sideline, taken in by Thomas. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Now Carr. He's got it at about the 8. And he will score. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Extra point by McManus, up and good. The Saints are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
First and 10. Here we go. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. We'll go once more with Brooks. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. Again, he finds an opening. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And a short pickup down inside the 10. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Here we go. They'll go with him again. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. This one all but over. Here's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield.
Another really nice pickup there, Mike, and we've seen them continue to utilize him in the passing game really from the jump, and these are the kind of numbers you traditionally see out of a #1 receiver, but at least for this game here, he's been their #1 option in this offense.
The offense staying out there for this 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Brooks, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
All right, Mike, so think back to earlier in this game. The coach decides to be aggressive. He's successful on 4th down. He decides